Begin by finding a position that welcomes you home to yourself. Maybe you're sitting with your spine tall like a tree, reaching toward the sun, hands resting gently wherever they feel most natural. Maybe you're lying down, your body sinking into support, your arms wide open like you're preparing to embrace the sky itself. Many of us instinctively place our hands over our solar plexus. This area is a powerful furnace just below your rib cage, where your inner fire burns brightest. If your hands drift there, trust this wisdom. Your body knows where your light lives most intensely. Allow your eyes to close when it feels right, allowing your inner wisdom to come alive. Let's begin with 3 sacred breaths. But remember that we are not just breathing, we are calling your scattered energy home. Draw a slow breath in through your mouth, sipping this breath as slowly as possible. Feel it pooling in your lungs, rich and warm. And hold this beautiful breath for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now release it through your nose, carrying away anything you're ready to release. Again, breathe in this liquid light through your mouth, feeling it fill your chest from within. Hold for 4 counts, feeling your ribs expand like wings. Release through your nose, even more slowly this time. And 1 more sacred breath in through your mouth, tasting the sweetness of this moment. Hold. And as you release through your nose, feel your entire body softening. And see, sense, or simply imagine yourself stepping out of your home just as dawn is breaking. The world is painted in soft watercolors, pale pink sky, silvery clouds, grass heavy with dewdrops that look like diamonds. The air tastes clean and new, carrying promise and adventure. You begin walking along a dirt path that seems to know exactly where you need to go. Your feet find their rhythm easily, carrying you past sleeping houses, through fields where wildflowers nod in the gentle breeze. Each step takes you deeper into a landscape that feels both completely new and somehow familiar, as if you've dreamt of this place before. The path curves ahead, leading you toward a vast forest that rises from the earth like a green cathedral. Ancient oaks and towering pines stand shoulder to shoulder, their branches weaving together. And as you approach, you notice something magical. Threads of golden sunlight pierce through the canopy, creating pillars of light that dance with floating particles of pollen and fairy dust. You pause at the forest's edge, feeling the temperature drop several degrees as you step from the sun's light into the cool embrace of the shade. This transition is like walking from a hot day into a refreshing cold cellar. Your skin prickles with awareness as you cross this threshold. Immediately, the forest welcomes you with its ancient perfume of rich earth, sweet moss, green chlorophyll, and underneath it all, an ancient history that is deeper and wilder. The path beneath your feet becomes soft and springy, carpeted with decades of fallen leaves that cushion each step. Ferns unfurl on either side of you, some as tall as your waist, their fronds brushing against your legs as you pass. Shafts of sunlight pierce the canopy at impossible angles, creating natural spotlights that illuminate moss and clusters of white mushrooms that glow like tiny moons. You walk deeper and the forest begins to change around you. The trees grow taller, their trunks so wide that 3 people holding hands couldn't circle them. Their bark is deeply grooved and covered with soft moss. When you reach out to touch one, it feels warm and alive, pulsing with slow, patient life. And as you continue walking, you become aware of the forest's conversation. It's not silent here. It's full of conversation and communication. Leaves rustle messages to each other in a language older than words. And somewhere high above, a bird calls and another answers from across the canopy. A gentle breeze carries the sound of water moving over stones, promising a hidden stream nearby. Your footsteps join this symphony, creating a rhythm that seems to sync with your heartbeat. Step by step by step, like a meditation walking itself. You realize you're not just walking through this forest, you're becoming part of its living, breathing ecosystem. The air here is different than anything you've ever breathed. The air is impossibly pure, charged with life force, as if every breath you take is being filtered through thousands of green lungs. You feel your own energy shifting, aligning with the slow, powerful pulse of the forest itself. Ahead, the path splits around a massive boulder. You choose to go right, and as you round the boulder, you gasp at what you see. Before you opens a perfectly circular clearing, as if the forest deliberately stepped back to create a sacred space. This meadow seems to exist in its own bubble of eternal summer. Wildflowers carpet every inch of ground in a riot of color that makes your heart sing. Crimson poppies dance on slender stems, their petals so delicate they seem to be made of air. Deep purple flowers reach toward the sky like nature's own church spires. Gold and black-eyed Susans turn their faces toward the light, while white daisies scattered about look like fallen stars. But it's not just the flowers that take your breath away. It's the light. Somehow the canopy above this meadow has opened to create a perfect circle of sky. And through this opening, sunlight pours down like liquid gold. The quality of this light is different from anything you've experienced. Richer, warmer, more alive. It doesn't just illuminate the meadow, it seems to awaken it, causing the flowers to practically glow. You step forward, and the moment your foot touches the edge of the meadow, you feel it. A wall of warm air that envelopes you like a hot summer day. The contrast between the cool forest and the sun-drenched sanctuary is startling and wonderful. But as you move toward the center of this magical place, you become aware of something you hadn't noticed before. You're wearing a heavy cloak that covers you from head to toe. The fabric is thick and dark, woven from threads of shadow and doubt. It's so heavy that your shoulders ache from carrying its weight, and it's so broad that no light can reach your skin. This cloak feels familiar in an uncomfortable way. How long have you been wearing it? You try to remember a time when you weren't covered by this heavy shroud. The memory feels distant, like trying to recall a dream. The cloak seems to have its own weight and presence, pressing down on you with accumulated years of hiding, of playing small, of dimming your light so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable. Every single thread of this dark fabric represents a time you held back your truth, silenced your voice, or made yourself smaller to fit into spaces that were never meant to contain your full magnificence. As you stand in this meadow blazing with sunlight, you can feel the warmth trying to reach you, but the cloak blocks it all. Under this heavy covering, you feel cool and separate, like watching a party through a window, but not being able to join in. But something is stirring beneath the cloak. Deep in your solar plexus, you feel a warmth that has nothing to do with the external sun. It's been there all along, a steady flame that has never gone out, even under all these layers of hiding. This inner fire has been patiently waiting, burning quietly through every moment of doubt, every season of fear, every year of playing small. You can feel this inner light growing stronger, responding to the sacred space of the meadow, calling to the sunlight above, like recognizing like. Your true self recognizes this place as home, and it wants to shine freely here. Your hands begin to move almost without your conscious direction, reaching for the edges of the cloak. Your fingers find the heavy fabric, and for the first time you feel its texture. It feels rough, scratchy, uncomfortable. How did you ever convince yourself this was protection? How did you ever believe this was keeping you safe? The choice rises in you. You can continue to wear this cloak of hiding, or you can trust the sacred moment and let it fall away. Your inner light is growing so bright now that keeping it covered feels almost painful, like trying to hold your breath underwater when your lungs are screaming for air. With movements that feel both gentle and powerful, you begin to unwrap the cloak from around your body. First, you push back the hood, and immediately your head feels lighter, free. Cool air touches your face for the first time in so long. You've forgotten what freedom feels like on your skin. Now you're pulling the heavy fabric away from your shoulders, and it's like shrugging off a backpack full of stones. The weight drops away and your spine naturally straightens, reaching toward the light. You're like a plant that's been kept in a dark room, finally returning to the sun. The cloak slides down your arms, pulls around your waist, and with one final movement, you step out of it completely. It falls to the meadow floor in a heap of dark fabric, and immediately the wildflowers begin to grow around it, already transforming the symbol of hiding into something beautiful. The moment the last of the cloak falls away, everything changes. Sunlight hits your skin like a loving touch that you've been craving your entire life. But this isn't just warmth, it's recognition, acknowledgement, celebration. The sun itself seems to brighten, as if it's been waiting for this moment to shine at its full power. Golden light cascades over the crown of your head. It flows down your face, illuminating features that have been hidden for so long. The light pours over your shoulders, runs down your arms until it reaches your fingertips, which begin to glow as if lit from within. But something even more extraordinary is happening. As the external sunlight reaches you, it awakens something that was already there. Deep in your solar plexus, your inner light blazes to life with an intensity that takes your breath away. This isn't light reflecting off you. This is your own radiance, your unique flame finally free to burn at its true brightness. The two lights, external and internal, begin to merge and dance together. You become both receiver and source, teacher and student. The earth reaching toward the sun and the sun blessing the earth. Light flows through you, around you, from you, until you can't tell where the meadow's radiance ends and yours begins. As your inner light blazes freely for the first time in years, the entire meadow responds. The flowers turn toward you like you're a second sun, their petals opening wider, their colors becoming even more vivid. The grass beneath your feet seems to grow greener, Even the air shimmers around you with pure joy. You raise your arms slowly and light streams from your fingertips. You turn in a slow circle, and everywhere your gaze touches, the meadow becomes more beautiful, more alive. The trees at the forest edge lean inward, their leaves catching and reflecting your radiance back to you. You realize with a shock of recognition that this light pouring from you is ancient. It's the same light that sparked in you the moment you took your first breath. It's been there through every joy and sorrow, every triumph and heartbreak, every moment of doubt, and every flash of knowing. It's your essence, your truth, your irreplaceable contribution to the world. And as you stand in this cathedral of light, feeling your radiance merge with the meadow's magic, a profound truth settles into your bones. The light within you exists nowhere else in the universe. Not in the brightest star, not in the most enlightened being, not in anyone who has ever lived or ever will live. Your light carries frequencies that are yours alone. It's in the special way you see beauty, the unique way you love, the special gifts you bring to heal the world. Like a snowflake or a fingerprint, your radiance is completely, utterly, irreplaceably yours. Now see, sense, or simply imagine this truth, not just as an idea, but as a physical sensation. Your light has texture. Perhaps it feels warm and golden like honey, or cool and silver like moonlight, or bright and dancing like fire. It has its own rhythm, its own song, its own way of moving through the world. You are not a copy of anyone else's light. You are not a dimmer version of someone else's brilliance. You are an original masterpiece of light, and the universe has been waiting 14 billion years for your exact magic to emerge. Now in this moment of complete authenticity, you are ready to make a sacred commitment. Place your hands wherever they feel most powerful. Maybe over your heart, on your solar plexus, or maybe raised toward the sun itself. Speak these words aloud, or let them resonate silently in your heart. I commit to letting my light shine, not for ego or attention, but because the world needs my unique radiance. I commit to never again hiding what I am meant to share. I am light, and light is meant to shine. And as you speak or think these words, feel them carving themselves into your very DNA. This isn't just a nice idea or a temporary feeling. This is a fundamental shift in how you move through the world. You are choosing in this sacred moment to live as the bright light you have always been. The sun above begins to shift, creating new patterns of light and shadow across the meadow. But your inner light remains constant, steady, eternal. You realize that while this meadow is a special place of awakening, you don't need to stay here for your light to shine. Your radiance travels with you wherever you go. Look down at the dark cloak lying in the grass at your feet. It seems smaller now, less significant. You can choose to pick it up again if you ever feel you need it, but it will never again have power over your true nature. It was never really you. It was just something you wore and sometimes you carried. Kneel down and touch the cloak gently with compassion for all the years it served you, for all the times it felt like the only way to stay safe. Thank it for its service and then let it go. Watch as the meadow's flowers grow up and around it, transforming it into something beautiful, integrated into the natural cycle of death and rebirth. And as our sacred time in the meadow begins to draw to a close, you start to walk slowly back toward the forest edge. You walk taller now, your inner light creating a gentle glow around your entire being. The flowers seem to offer a blessing as you pass, and the trees part their branches slightly to create an easier path for your return. With each step, you integrate more fully this new way of being. Your light isn't something you turn on and off. It's simply who you are. It will shine in the grocery store, in difficult conversations, in moments of doubt and seasons of joy. You are committed now to living as light itself. The path through the forest feels different on the return journey. Instead of walking in shadow, you're creating light wherever you go. Small animals peek out from behind trees to witness your passage. Birds call out to each other as if spreading news of something wonderful moving through their domain. As you emerge from the forest and see the familiar landscape of your regular life, you realize that everything looks different now. Not because the world has changed, but because you are seeing it through eyes that are no longer dimmed by that heavy cloak of hiding. The path back to your starting point is lit by your inner radiance. Each step is a choice to continue shining, to continue being authentic, to continue offering your unique light to a world that desperately needs it. You can see your daily life ahead, including your responsibilities, your relationships, your challenges, and your joys. But now you know you'll meet all of it as a being of light, not as someone hiding under a cloak of small thinking. And as our experience draws to a close, begin to bring this awareness back to your physical body. back to this room, back to this moment. Remember, you're bringing your light with you into your life. Take 3 deep, conscious breaths, feeling yourself settling back into your physical form. 1, feeling the weight and warmth of your body, still glowing with inner radiance. 2, becoming aware of the sounds around you, the air touching your skin, the support beneath you. 3, feeling completely present, completely yourself, completely committed to shining your irreplaceable light. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Stretch if it feels good. When you're ready, there's no rush at all. Slowly open your eyes. Notice how you feel different. Notice the quality of light in the room around you. Your inner radiance hasn't dimmed just because the experience is over. If anything, it may be shining even brighter now. And as you return fully to ordinary consciousness, carry with you this sacred truth. There is a light inside you that exists nowhere else and in no one else. The world needs your particular brightness, your specific way of illuminating the darkness. Don't hide it under a bushel. Don't dim it to make others comfortable. Don't cover it with cloaks of doubt or fear or playing small. Let it shine. Let it be seen. Let it change the world in all the ways only your light can. Thank you for sharing this sacred journey with me. Thank you for choosing to shine. The world is brighter because of you. And the light in me honors the light in you.